The man used some underhanded tricks to lure his female colleague back to his place. It wasn't for anything romantic, but because he was eager to head into the kitchen. He cooked for her not out of love, but out of an obsession with perfection. The moment the pasta was ready, he quickly tossed it in hot oil infused with scallions, added the finely chopped celery he'd prepped earlier, plated it with artistic flair, then served it to the woman before stepping away, just to let her focus solely on the taste. He was a top-tier chef. His dishes weren't just delicious. The cooking process itself was a form of art. Just look at his ingredients, vibrantly colored, precisely cut, and perfectly arranged to whet anyone's appetite. Even when making breakfast for his son, he never slacked off. He'd start by spreading butter on a slice of toast, then set it on a hot iron griddle, letting the sizzling butter crisp the bread to golden perfection. Once toasted, he added a slice of cheese, another layer of butter, sealed the edges carefully, then took it off the heat. Once the cheese melted, every bite was an explosion of calories and pure satisfaction, fueled by his passion for food. Elle was hired as executive chef at a high-end restaurant, but this dream job, envied by many, had turned into a nightmare because his boss was a stubborn control freak who, for the past 10 years, had forced Elle to cook the same menu over and over. This mechanical repetition made him feel like a soulless factory machine. He was on the brink of collapse. Then one day word got around that a notoriously picky food critic would be dining at the restaurant. Elle was thrilled. He crafted an entirely new menu, confident it would blow the critic away. But his boss just gave him a dark look and walked off. "Are you planning on changing the menu?" Just as Elle tried to explain, the boss cut him off coldly, insisting this was his restaurant, and that Elle would stick to the old menu. "I'll do what you want tonight. Okay, you're the chef." Under such heavy pressure, Elle had no choice but to comply. Soon the review came out. As expected, the restaurant got a disappointing 2-star rating. The critic tore into Elle's cooking, calling it uninspired and barely edible. To make things worse, the review went viral online. Thousands shared it and piled on with sarcastic comments. Elle couldn't help but read them one after another, each one stoking his anger, until he finally snapped and fired off a response. What he didn't realize was that this impulsive act would spark a full-blown social media firestorm.